distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on PEACHY Tea Time. Oh, so join us on PEACHY Tea Time. Oh, so join us on PEACHY Tea Time. PEACHY Tea Time. Yeah, yeah. PEACHY Tea Time.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We got to hit the mute button, baby. What's goody, baby? What's goody, baby? What's goody? It is your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. I feel like I'm looking off somewhere else. And then we need to have this camera on, this lighting on over here. And then turn this lighting just a little bit. All right, and we are here, baby. We are here. Yay. It's your girl, the missus. Or you call me Miss Peachy. That's what everybody call me anyways, Miss Peachy. So thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. When I tell y'all I have a show for y'all tonight, each and every Monday, I have a show for y'all. And you know it. And you know it. So just like any other Monday, baby, I'm bringing the tea. I'm bringing the tea. Y'all know that tea is crime tea, okay? Crime tea. But first, before we get started with the show, y'all, there's so much I gotta talk about. But I'm gonna make it brief. I definitely want to say shout out to my team. Shout out to my team for showing up and showing out this weekend on Saturday for my very first event. Oh, Sunday, I'm sorry. Thank you, Poolie. Our very first event on Sunday under the foundation for 2025. And baby, it was a success. Baby, I gotta say thank you to everybody that came out. Shout out to Rachel, Charlotte. Charlotte was in the building, baby. Aleda, Pooley, my husband. My kids came. They helped out. Rachel kids came and helped out. Who else? Jasmine, my baby Jasmine. She brought her friends. They helped out. Angela came. Angela came. She helped out. Like everybody was definitely hands on. Okay. Wendell was doing the pictures and helping out at the same time. Like it wasn't no joke. Then a later and Tunasia. Shout out to Tunasia. Tunasia came and helped out just as well. Me, Tunasia, and Aleda. After the event was over, we had food that was left over. So we ended up passing it out to some of the people, some of the homeless folks. Yes, we did that. We did that. So when I tell y'all, I was just so proud of myself. Okay, proud of my team, proud of my husband. Like I was just all smiles. Also, I must say thank you. I got to say thank you to each and every and Audra. Oh my gosh, I forgot Audra. Audra come to everything. She come to everything, so that's probably why I forgot Audra. But Aja was out there just as well, helping us out with everything that we could think of. She was out there, baby. And she was out there dancing too. She even was out there dancing. But I really thank each and every person. If I forgot somebody, I'm so sorry. But I think I did get everybody. And thank you to the extended stay. Thank you to the extended stay, the North Lake location. Thank you for having us. They were amazing, y'all. They were amazing group of people. They even came out and helped out a little bit. I met some amazing people. So since I said I met some amazing people, y'all, there is two people that I ended up getting their phone number. I ended up getting their phone number, y'all, at the place. So I am about to share. I'm finna share my show with them tonight. Just in case they forgot or didn't know what time it came on. I'm finna go ahead and share it with them. Yep, there she is, one of them. Let me share this link. I'm live now. And talking about the event. So also there was another lady. I'm finna send her the link just as well. This lady that I'm sending the link to, she actually won. She actually won one of the raffles, y'all. So let me tell her I'm live now talking about the event. Now I hope they figure out all they gotta do is tap it. And they'll be able to see me now. But okay, y'all. Again, thank you to everybody that came out and donated. Okay, thank you to everyone that donated, everyone that came to the party that I had at the farm. Boots on the ground, baby. We was out there where them fans at. Where them fans at, baby. We was getting it in. So thank you to everybody that came out. There was so many people that came to the party that donated self-care essentials. And some people that didn't get the chance to make it, but they still donated. So I really thank you all. I cannot wait to announce the next event. It is something that is really going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to fully announce it. I did put it on my page. So it is on the page. But I need to make y'all know how I gotta do things. You already know because this event is going to be everything to me. Everything to me. And we get to choose, me and my friends get to choose 25 people. 25 people. Okay? I'm leaving it at that. So Make sure y'all keep tuning in to PGT time, okay? Because we got something big going on. All right, now let's go ahead and get started with this show, y'all. I told y'all I had a big show for y'all tonight. It's a lot going on tonight. We are doing an update on Tyree Nichols. Yes, y'all remember Tyree Nichols. We are also doing an update on London Thomas. London Thomas. We are also doing an update on. Do y'all remember? Did y'all hold on? Why is this my? Let me change this. There you go. Cause y'all need to see the people that's behind me that's on the lineup tonight, baby. On the peachy lineup. Y'all see that married couple right there? Y'all remember them? I know y'all remember the married couple. When the boy they had just got married. Just got married. And he left out of the reception because he had to go make a run. And ended up road rage and ended up getting killed. Y'all remember that? Baby, I got an update for y'all with that one. I got an update. His wife is speaking out for the very first time. So we gonna listen to what she has to say. Y'all, it was just sad. That was a sad situation. An adult done beat up an 11-year-old girl at the park. And then she had some things she had to say. Like, she didn't care. Police came to arrest her at her house and everything, y'all. She didn't care. She still had all but she had to say. So, y'all just make sure y'all stick around. Ex-Charleston deputy was sentenced. You don't want to miss that. And then last, I think, no, not last, but we have the young lady that was dancing on top of the SUV and she fell off. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened because I want y'all to hear what happened. Okay? I want y'all to hear what happened. So let's go ahead and get started with this show, y'all, because I got a show for y'all tonight. And we're gonna be here for a minute, just for a hot second. Just for a hot second. All right. Now let's start with London. Okay? We all have been praying for this young lady. This is an update on PGT time. We all have been praying for this young lady. I showed y'all the video where her dad, her real dad, her biological dad, was looking for her. And that's one of the first videos that we saw that came out. And she supposedly had told wherever she was at, those people that she was with, whether they was family or they wasn't family, she told them that she was going to go over to her boyfriend's house. And that was the last time that they seen her. Now, I also showed y'all an update that the officers went and raided the boyfriend's house. So let's go ahead and get started. At that time, they did not have a body. They just found a body yesterday, I believe it was. Yesterday or Saturday. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. We also got a new We got a new Peachy loved one, y'all. We got a new Peachy loved one. So we will be showing the tribute video today. We will show the tribute video. This is our family. This is our Peachy loved one family, y'all. Do y'all remember this family on Peachy Tea Time? This is Virginia Ortiz with her 2 babies. And she act, no, it's not a fire, y'all. It's not a fire. We got a new smoke detector. Can someone please fan that? We are live. We are live. We are live. But it is not a fire. Nothing is cooking. We got a new smoke detector, and for some apparent reason, it goes off when my kids take a shower with the steam. It just goes off every time. When they open up that door, it goes crazy. So, but I ain't complaining. At least we know it works. So, but yes, y'all, this is Virginia Ortiz and her 2 children, Amia and Willie. They are not twins. No, they weren't twins. But those were her 2 kids. And she had 2 more. and the other two kids made it out. And then she made it out, but she went back in to go get the other two kids, and the three of them succumbed to their injuries. Now we had the family on because the family was like, "We think this was a setup. We think we know who did it. It's just as the things seem to look fishy." And so, if you guys want to watch this show, you can go to Roku TV, or you can go to YouTube, type in Virginia Ortiz on Peachy Tea Time, and it'll come right up, and you will see even her daughter, her oldest daughter, Talia. Hi, Talia, if you're watching. I sent her the flyer today. She loved it. But even Talia was on the show that particular day, y'all. Her daughter that made it out, her oldest daughter that made it out, she was on the show. So again, if you haven't seen it, please, please, please go and watch it. You would definitely, it'll be sad. It'll be sad. But it's spreading the awareness. All right? It's spreading the awareness. So y'all, let's go ahead and get started with London. It says, family says body of missing teen London Thomas has been found. Here we go.
Right now, with a breaking news alert.
We begin with that breaking news, a tragic update to a story we've been following for weeks. Family of London Thomas tells us the 17-year-old's body has been found. It's been 3 weeks since London was last seen. 7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock live in Southfield for us tonight. And Tiara, lots of questions remain tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Whitney. And London's mom texted me about an hour and a half ago saying that her daughter was, quote, "It's true, she's gone." Now, just a sad situation. London, only 17 years old, and sources tell us that her body was found in Southfield near the area of 8 Mile and Telegraph. Now, this information is just preliminary, and so I want everyone to keep that in mind. But we've been following this case for weeks now. She went missing on April 5th from Inkster. Police, family, and even complete strangers have been searching for her. Last week, police raided the home of London's boyfriend, which is in Inkster. Now, that's where she was last seen. Police have confirmed the 23-year-old is a person of interest in London's disappearance. We spoke to London's dad a few weeks ago at one of the search parties. Hear what he had to say about his daughter.
London is my best friend. She's a good kid. She's very talented. She's down to earth. Everybody love her. She do hair and makeup. She's well known. She's a little artist. She like to rap and dance and sing.
Just a very sad situation. Now, we are still trying to find out more details about exactly what's surrounding her death and where she was found. But once we figure out that information, we'll be sure to make sure everyone knows online and at home. But for now, we're just going to figure out some stuff out here, Whitney.
All right, Tiara, thank you so much for your live reporting. Hard details to hear there. And we know this is a case so many of you have been following at home. As Tiara said, we'll continue to bring you updates on air and online at WXYZ.com.
All right, y'all. So I want to bring up another video. This was the other part. To this, we have a couple other parts. This video is with her mom speaking. Her mom and it's a stepfather. So let's go ahead. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Oh, this is it, y'all. If not, then we'll have to find it. Here we go.
Thomas's family is speaking out after the teen's body was found in Southfield over the weekend, but their search for answers is far from over. We turn now to Gino Vici, who joins us live from Millard and Sherman in Southfield, where police say her body was found.
Yes, the body of 17-year-old London Thomas, after a several-week search, was discovered here in the driveway of this home inside of an SUV. Right now, police have 2 people in custody. No charges have been filed. The family's still searching for answers.
I never thought that I would ever be burying my child. I never thought that. I thought my kids would be burying me.
Jasmine Bennett and Darnell Johnson got the news on Saturday they feared the most. After weeks of searching for 17-year-old London Thomas, police knocked on their door.
When they told us they found her body, I couldn't breathe. I'm like, this can't be real. Like no, my she's coming home. She's alive. Like, this is not real.
According to neighbors living here on Millard near Berg Road in Southfield, police discovered the body of London Thomas inside an SUV parked in the driveway to this home. 2 people have been taken into custody. So far, no charges have been filed. Therefore, no names have been released. London's boyfriend was initially named a person of interest. His home was raided, but police would not confirm if he or one of his family members are the individuals in custody.
Threatening them, DMing them.
And in this difficult time of mourning her daughter, Bennett says her family members oddly have been getting death threats.
And I have sent that to the authorities.
Meanwhile, London's parents still have questions about why someone would take her life.
This evil in this world is just, it's crazy. To take a 17-year-old's life, they ain't even begun her life, ain't even had a chance to live her life.
In Southfield, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
Yeah, my heart goes out to that family. It really does. I haven't seen the video just yet of the biological father since they have found Lyndon, but I'm sure he'll soon come out and do a video. And that's if he's able to. That's if he's able to. You know, he was boots on the ground. He was out there looking for his daughter. Now, there was some more information about this vehicle that she was found in. All right? So, I want to get into that. Because I want people to understand one thing if you don't understand nothing else. Understand people be watching. Understand people got cameras on their doors. Understand people just be riding down the street looking for something wrong. You never know when you're going to be on camera. You just never know. So let's get into this video. This is the last video for London. Rest in peace, baby girl. Rest in peace. This one is the SUV that she was found in. Here we go.
Information about a tragic ending to a young lady's life. The body of London Thomas found after weeks of a desperate search. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're with us. I'm Simon Shakette.
And I'm Whitney Burney. Tonight we are learning more about the tragic discovery of the teen's body.
We've been following the heartbreaking search for the teen. She was last seen April 5th, dropped off at her boyfriend's house in Inkster. Her phone pinged in Westland the very next morning, and she was reported missing 3 days later. Now, on April 17th, police raiding the boyfriend's home. Now, nearly 3 weeks later, her body has been discovered in Southfield.
And this evening, 7 News Detroit reporter Sarah Michaels is speaking with London's family about how they're coping amid the discovery. She's also learning new details about where London's body was reportedly found. She joins us from the area of 8 Mile and Telegraph in Southfield with those updates.
Neighbors in this area tell me that investigators discovered 17-year-old London Thomas's body inside a white SUV in this driveway Saturday evening. They tell me that they watched the entire thing unfold, and now they're wondering, how in the world could her body have gotten here?
Oh, God. It's the hardest thing ever. Not knowing what she went through, that kills me the most.
Over the weekend, Justina Martin's world shattered. She tells me news of her granddaughter London Thomas's body being found broke their family Saturday evening.
She used to call you a lot?
Yeah, she called me right before she disappeared. She called me back and said, "Thank you, I love you, Grandma."
17-year-old London had been missing since April 5th after she was dropped off at her 23-year-old boyfriend's house in Inkster. Family had been searching for the Detroit teen since. On April 17th, the police searched London's boyfriend's house.
She always say, when I get old, your daddy he ain't gonna take. She say, "I'm gonna take care of you, Grandma."
Michigan State Police is the lead agency in the investigation. Over the weekend, they shared that London's body was found in Southfield, saying they currently have 2 suspects in custody who are believed to be involved in her disappearance. With your expertise, what really stands out to you about this case?
She's a 17-year-old girl with a 23-year-old boyfriend. It simply concerns me that there's that difference in age.
Bill Peterson is a retired Detroit police homicide detective. He tells me,
If I was investigating a case, that's where I'd look first.
Neighbors say a single mom and her 3 children live at the home where London's body was reportedly found in an SUV outside. They say that the SUV had been sitting there for 2 weeks. When I rang the doorbell, someone called out, "No comment." Meanwhile, the family has started this GoFundMe to help cover London's funeral expenses.
What are you hoping happens these next couple days?
Oh, God. Oh, I want her justice. I want them to do the most time they could ever see in their life for killing my grandchild.
And family shares with me that they are holding a candlelight vigil for London in this area tonight at 7:30. In Southfield, Sarah Michaels, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Sarah, a heartbreaking story there. Thank you for your reporting.
Yeah, that was very heartbreaking, y'all. Very, very heartbreaking. It's unfortunate because we don't know how she left to go and see her boyfriend. If she left walking, somebody could have picked her up on her way walking. But all of a sudden now, we are just under the impression that he has something to do with it. A lot of people, probably except for his own family, you know. But they may have it in the back of their head. You know, he is a little crazy. A little cray-cray. A little cray-cray. He probably did it. You know, we don't know if that's what his family thinking. Y'all know everything is allegedly tonight. And also explicit language. Y'all know I don't use that much explicit language, though. Unless I just get too upset and get mad. Like, too mad. But all this stuff make me too mad. All of it, do. But let's go ahead, y'all, and let's get into the next one. The groom. The groom and the bride. Y'all remember that story. In case some of y'all did forget, I am going to give y'all an update. I mean, not an update, a reminder. Refresh your brain. Refresh your brain. The married couple behind the video, on the side of the video, I'll say, that was the couple. And I told you in the beginning that the guy had went off for whatever reason. I forgot what the reason was. But he went off and he didn't make it back to pick her up. He came back to pick her up and they were supposed to go, I guess, to the hotel because they was at the reception. And on his way going to wherever he went to, he got into a road rage. They didn't even know the person at all. He didn't know the person. So let's go ahead, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a little brief reminder, a refresher course, and then we're going to go into the update where we actually hear from the wife. Here we go. Now widow.
Yeah, Steve, the family of Tyrek Burton says the best day of their lives quickly turned into the worst. I spoke to his sister who lives in Raleigh, and she says she's just struggling to figure out how something like this could happen.
We were having the time of our lives, and it's like a blink of an eye. It just was all just stolen away from us.
Saturday was the wedding Tyrek Burton and his new bride, Kiera, had envisioned. Dancing the night away with loved ones around them, moments after saying, "I do."
He's one of the coolest people I know. He's one of the coolest people I know, man. He could walk into a room and that smile.
His younger sister, Brittany, sitting down with me in downtown Raleigh, telling me Tyrek was raised in Roxborough, North Carolina, along with his other 3 siblings. He and his new wife had been together for 16 years, had 4 daughters between them, and were making plans to expand their family even more. But just hours after the couple got married, tragedy struck as Tyrek was leaving the wedding venue. He was under the impression that his new bride was already home, and when she called to tell him she wasn't, he went back to get her.
He made a U-turn at the stop sign, so he never even made it out of the park all the way. It said stop sign at the very end of the park. He made a U-turn and came back, and I guess he didn't see somebody, and he cut them off, and that person followed him down to the park.
Guilford Metro 911. What is the address of your emergency? We just had a shooting at Barber Park Event Center.
Greensboro police responded to the Barber Park Event Center just before 9 Saturday night after a reported shooting. The victim, 37-year-old Tyrek Burton, the man who had just gotten married there hours before.
There are cameras. This was at a public park, and there were eyewitnesses, multiple, including one of his daughters, and it was done in front of his wife.
A tragedy this family is struggling to understand. Brittany telling me his 3-year-old daughter has been too occupied with family to ask where her dad is. And it's going to hurt even more when she does.
That's gonna tear Kiara apart. Words can't describe the type of man that they took. This wasn't no average guy.
And the couple were set to celebrate their honeymoon last Saturday, starting in Charlotte. Right now, no funeral arrangements for Tyrek have been made. Back to you.
All right, y'all. So that was the original video, okay, that I showed you guys. Now we are about to go into the update, okay? This is the update where the wife actually speaks out. Y'all, this was so unfortunate. This was so unfortunate that this man, like they said, didn't even make it out the parking lot really good. But he made it out, I'm assuming. But she said they make it out that good. So I'm assuming this park is huge if he didn't make it out the park. So it must be really big. And he ended up finding out, oh, she hadn't left. She didn't leave with somebody or whatnot. Let me turn around and go back and get her. Cut somebody off. And boom. And then you do this in front of people? Like, why this man has not been caught? Like she said, there was witnesses and everything. And we're finna hear from the wife, the widow. Because at the end of the day, she deserved justice, just like them kids deserve justice. Here we go.
The happiest girl in the world. The ending of my night, definitely the saddest girl in the world.
For the first time, we're hearing from the bride who lost her husband after a deadly shooting outside their wedding in Greensboro last October. Greensboro police say somebody shot 37-year-old Tyrek Burton multiple times on Barber Park Drive. Tonight, more than 6 months later, there haven't been any arrests, and Tyrek's widow wants to make sure nobody forgets her husband. This is the Fox 8 News at 11. I'm Michael Hennessy. Fox 8's Justin Lundy joins us here in the studio after speaking with Kiara Burton. Justin, 6 months later, why is she now deciding to share her story?
Justice. That's all she wants for Tyrek. And Kiara says her children are the source of her strength to encourage witnesses to speak up.
The rain don't make it no better. This is really bring back terrible memories.
Memories from what was supposed to be the happiest day of Kiara Burton's life, the day she married her longtime partner, Tyrek Burton.
Our families always knew each other, but I didn't actually meet him until I was like 17. He was so giving. He was a provider, protector, great husband, great friend.
On Saturday, October 12, 2024, the couple exchanged vows here at the Barber Park Event Center in Greensboro.
I would have to say my happiest moments was seeing our kids smiling and seeing us happy because the wedding was for them. Our plan was to elope and come back and just let everybody know, but the kids wanted a wedding.
After sharing a joyous and fun-filled wedding with her husband, Kiara says several hours after saying I do, things took an unimaginable turn. Greensboro police say around 8:49 p.m. that night, officers responded to a shooting report at Barber Park Drive. When they arrived, they found Tyrek in the parking lot suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving efforts, Tyrek died. Kiara says,
what led up to the shooting was a road rage incident. Pretty much a stranger, someone we didn't know, felt like he cut him off in the road and confronted him about it, and it just ended up terribly wrong.
6 months later, Greensboro police have not made any arrests in the case, and Kiera and her family have returned to the scene several times to canvass the neighborhood.
There's no way this person did something like this and went home and slept on it and didn't tell nobody. If you know something, say something.
While Kiera continues to pray for justice for her late husband, she says the source of her strength is their children.
That's the only strength I got. Like, with everything in me, no matter what I do, the kids is my strength.
I reached out to Greensboro police for an update on the investigation into Tyrek's death. A spokesperson says because this is an act of homicide, detectives will not discuss it publicly to protect the integrity of their ongoing investigation. If you know anything, you're encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers at 336-373-1000. Repeat, 336-373-1000, and you can remain anonymous.
When I tell y'all I need somebody to go and tell, because I'm just like her. Somebody know. Somebody know. No matter how you look at it, this person just didn't tell nobody at all in these 6 months. Like, literally kept it a secret the entire time, knowing that it was people out there watching and all that. They told somebody. And if you are that somebody and you are watching Peachy Tea Time, please, 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 I beg you, please tell somebody. The police, the detectives, FBI, tell somebody. Don't do this to this family. Don't do this to his kids. I mean, you already took this man up out of here the night of his wedding, and you probably didn't even know because you didn't even know him. Let me talk to you for a second, Mr. Man. You probably ain't even know that this man had got married, or he could have been just a groomsman or a best man or coming from church. Like, you didn't know what was going on. But I know you know now. You knew that same day, probably that night, the next day. And your heart should go out to this family, to his wife, widow now, to his kids. You cannot control your anger. You were upset. You was upset. You cannot control your anger. And you let loose on your mosquito. I don't know how you can live with this. I don't understand how you could just be out there just enjoying life right about now. Just knowing who this was and what had just occurred. That will hurt my heart. I'm sorry, that will hurt my heart. What about cameras on the streets or in the park, Miss Peachy Tea Time? Just like this was a new video. This was an update. There are cameras out there, but I guess it wasn't good enough to arrest the bastard. Maybe the camera didn't capture him good enough or well enough. Why it didn't capture the car well enough, I don't know. A tag, something. It's sad, y'all. This is what our world is coming to. Baby, this is what it's coming to. Now, we're finna go ahead and get into this next video. After this video, we are going to get into our commercial break and play our tribute video of Jasmine. It was a Jasmine? Virginia, Lord Jesus. Virginia, Amia, and Willie Jr. Okay? We're going to show their tribute video. Rest in peace to them. But before that, rest in peace to this young lady as well. Yeah, this is such a hurtful thing. When I tell you this right here, when I tell you this story right here, y'all better get ready to have chills in your body when you hear what happened to this young lady. You will get chills. Here we go.
Nyla Simmons' family and friends are left remembering the teen. They say she was a social butterfly that loved a good time, doing just.
Yeah, I am so sorry. Hold on. Let me bring it back.
p.m. Saturday night when a
Start it all over.
Nyla
Sorry. There you go. Hit the wrong button.
Simmons' family and friends are left remembering the teen. They say she was a social butterfly that loved a good time, doing just that last night when she lost her life. Now her parents are asking people to learn from her mistakes and be safe while having fun. It was around 11:20 p.m. Saturday night when a night of fun took a tragic turn. Police say an Escalade stopped at a red light. Once the truck took the left turn, 18-year-old Nyla Simmons, who was dancing on top of the car, fell off. Moments later, she was hit by a fire truck that was responding to a call.
Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that? Let me replay that part back for those all the way in the back. For the ones all the way in the back. The ones that got daughters out here twerking on top of cars while they driving or just getting on somebody's car, period, twerking. Especially if you get on somebody's car that's drunk and they think it's funny to pull off. Y'all gotta think about this. All type of different scenarios it could have been. We gotta play that little part back. Here we go.
They'd stopped at a red light. Once the truck took the left turn, 18-year-old Nyla Simmons, who was dancing on top of the car, fell off. Moments later, she was hit by a fire truck that was responding to a call. Nyla Simmons' parents at a loss for words, trying to describe what happened to their daughter less than 24 hours ago.
And it's a lot of people gonna miss her, but we ain't gonna never be the same.
I'm still in shock right now.
They say Nyla was attending a friend's prom send-off prior to the accident.
We just wanted the best for Nyla. Nyla, the incident, it's just tragic the way she died, but that's what hurt the most, the way she died. When Nyla was out having fun, that's what she liked, having fun, hanging with her friends.
Nyla was the youngest of 5. She graduated from Parkway North High School last year and was set to start cosmetology school at Grabber School of Hair Design on Monday.
I'm highly distraught that I don't get to see what she was gonna become.
Her parents say they don't blame her friends. They were just teens being teens, saying no one could have ever guessed that the night would end up with Nyla losing her life.
But we all been young before. Yes. We all done did some type of things where it could have ended up bad for us.
The parents wanting everyone to learn from Nyla's mistakes, hoping this incident can stop another teen from doing the same.
And we want all her people and her friends to take this and learn from it.
Don't get on top of a car, y'all.
Remembering Nyla Simmons as their youngest baby who lit up every room she went into.
Nyla was going to be an entrepreneur. Nyla was going to be great in this world, and it's tragic that she's not here.
Although police say the investigation is still ongoing, everyone involved did stay at the scene and cooperated with police. We will keep you updated on any further information we receive. In studio, Jordan Burrell, First Alert.
All right. Now, I'm probably going to say something that might ruffle some feathers. But unfortunately, this is what happens on PGT time. Feathers get ruffled. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, I showed y'all a news broadcasting clip where 4 friends went out of the country, I believe it was, and they was on the RVs. Are they RVs? The bikes. The bikes. When you go out of town. ATVs. They was on the ATV. And they didn't have no instructions on how to ride the ATVs, nothing. They didn't tell them nothing. They just said, here go the keys, here you go. They got on it. One boy turned the corner, and the other guy, something happened. And they got into an accident on them. They took the boy to jail. The driver. All his friends was like, oh, no, he don't deserve to go to jail. It was a true accident. Please, free him. Free our homeboy. Free him now. That's what they was like. He wasn't drinking, none of that. He was just fine. But they took him to jail. Now, this is what I have to say. Whoever the driver was of that vehicle, with her on top of the car twerking, they need to go to jail. Now, do they need to go to jail for life? No. No, not at all. I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose. But as a driver, I understand when you're young, you do stupid shit. I get it. Somebody got to be smart. Somebody. And as a driver, y'all, we have to be so cautious. So cautious. Now, this was supposed to have been a prom send-off. Prom send-off. She went to go see the prom send-off. And she on somebody's car dancing. Now, I know I said twerking before, but I didn't say she was twerking. I just said people twerking on cars. I don't know what she was up there doing besides dancing. Now, have a lot of us danced on cars before? Yes. I remember seeing people drive down the street with somebody sitting on the hood of the car. I ain't never seen nobody dancing on the hood of the car and these mugs driving, hitting corners and stuff, and you still dancing. I ain't seen that. But if I as just laying on the car or sitting on the car and you driving, I've seen that back in my day. Sure have. I don't understand how this girl felt safe, protected, safe on top of a car, on top of a moving car, dancing. I would have been so afraid that I am going to fall off at any given moment, especially if they have to make a turn. Driver shouldn't have turned. Go just straight. Or tell her, hold on, I'm getting ready to turn. It could have caught her off guard. Anything. Anything. Now, for those that's watching me right now, you got young teenagers and all of that. I want you to let them watch from the time I started that video. Okay? From time that, especially if you got them teenagers that, hey, it go down at any given time. I am a whole vibe. Okay? Those type of teens, please let them watch this video for at least from that point when I started the video. Up until what I'm finna say right now. And this is what I'm finna say. Just imagine. And I know you don't want to imagine. But to the baddest thing walking that think she or he is untouchable. Not saying that this young girl felt that way at all. I do not know this young girl. But to the ones that think they the baddest thing walking, can't nobody tell them nothing. Imagine you being on top of a car, dancing, and buddy hit that turn, and you trying your best to hold on. You feel yourself getting a little weak. I'm finna fall. Oh, shoot. And then, boom, you hit the ground. Probably out of it. But what if she wasn't out of it? And she see the fire truck coming at her, and now she's gone. Don't play with these cars. Don't play with these cars. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that. Don't play with these cars. Anything can happen. All right, y'all. We finna get into a commercial break, and y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the video, baby. It is time for the video, the tribute video, that is, okay? The tribute video. So we are about to get into it. Let's see if it is. Oh, there it is right there. There it is right there. So, again, this is Virginia Ortiz, Amia Nelson, and Willie Nelson Jr. They were all caught into the fire. They burnt. And like I told y'all before, the family think that it ain't even go down like that. They feel like somebody did it, and they feel like they know who did it. But justice has not been served for these three beautiful human beings. So one thing about over here at Peachy Tea Time, baby, we're going to still keep these letting loved ones' names alive. Here we go.
Pictures of smiling faces that used to have a home. Now they sit in the vacant, but tomorrow never comes. I lost my peace when you crossed my mind. Never realizing how close it was to the time. Haven't gained an angel, haven't gained another angel, and all I have are these memories, memories. All I have are these memories, memories. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know haven't gained an angel, and all I have are these memories, memories. If I had one wish, I'd use it just to see you again, just to spend one more day with you. I'd give you every second, sitting on the porch just to hear your voice, watching the sunset, hoping when I get to heaven you'd remember just like it was yesterday. But the truth is right now we parted ways. Haven't gained another angel. Haven't gained an angel. All I have are these memories. If I could get just one more chance, all I have are these memories. One more chance to hear you laugh. If I know you're better why does it still feel this way? heaven came an angel. I know. And all I have are these memories, Heaven came an angel. Heaven came another angel. I know it have to be. And all I have are these memories, All I have are these memories, If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven came an angel, and all I have are these memories.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Demensis. Demensis with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Time. And it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo. Unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Monday, okay? Each and every Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to watch the other shows too. On Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and on Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, but we got to head on back to this show, okay? Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Bye. We out. All right, y'all. So y'all saw the tribute video of the family. Beautiful family, may I add. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. And they are our Peachy Loved One 2-week spotlight. So you guys will see the tribute video for 2 weeks on every show except for on Wednesdays when we have a family. Because we have to pay their tribute video. So until then, you'll see this tribute video. And you will also be seeing the flyer on my page as well. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. We just got a few more clips to show for tonight. Just a few more. All right, y'all. Let's get into this new video of a woman that was arrested. This video is going to make y'all mad. Because it's going to be hard to believe that we got ignorant people out here in the world like this. So it will make you mad on how a grown-ass woman attacked an 11-year-old at a public park. Baby, it would have took everybody and their mama to get me off this hoe. Do you hear me? Me and Pooh just went to the park on Sunday with our kids. I wish somebody would. Don't even look at my kids the wrong way. No. Here we go.
On to other news of the day and new information on a story we've been following all week. A grown woman beating a child at a local park. We've got the body cam.
I'm telling you, that was not on the QR code. I mean, on the QR cards. That was not on there. It ain't even supposed to say QR. It was not on the cards. It was not on the prompter, the teleprompters. He said grown woman. That's us coming out of here. That's who that is. That is us coming out of him. He want to say a grown ass woman done put her hands on an 11-year-old child. Here we go.
To other news of the day and new information on a story we've been following all week. A grown woman beating a child at a local park. We've got the body cam video showing the shocking confrontation between the little girl's mother and the 19-year-old who allegedly beat her. Stephen Hernandez has that story.
Yeah, she needs to shut the up before she gets smashed.
Canton police releasing shocking new video today of the moment they arrested Destiny Scott, but not before she said all of this.
Look at her laughing and smiling. Just know people are coming after you. No people are coming after you.
The charge, felonious assault for alleged.
Girl, who? Oh, I just got loud. I forgot my kids sleep. Who in the hell is protecting your ugly ass? Who? Shrek? Shrek is protecting. This don't look like Falona. Falona, ain't that her name? Princess Falona. Was that her name on Shrek? Pooh, come look at this girl. If she don't look like Princess Falona, and you got the nerve to say somebody, Shrek wouldn't even go after nobody for your ass. Fiona. Look, Pooh said Fiona look prettier than her. They coming for you. Ain't nobody coming for nobody. They coming for your ass.
Allegedly attacking an 11-year-old at a local park.
Look at that.
In the new footage, you can hear a child sobbing as officers give directions to the victim's family.
Go down by our car and we'll have the medics meet you down there, okay?
According to police, the attack happened last Friday at a park on Clark Avenue Southwest. The child's mother, Paige DeShong, told officers Scott got into a fight with the 11-year-old and repeatedly slammed her head off the
that?
metal portion
I know
of a
you're
slide.
on the metal thing.
Stomping my daughter. That grown big lady.
Police later
That
confront
grown-ass
Scott,
big
letting
lady.
her know they've seen the video of that assault.
If I told you it's all on video and I just watched it. So you're gonna be under arrest. Stand up and put your hands on your back.
Bro.
Scott is handcuffed and placed in a cruiser, but
She
not
gotta
before
be on
this
drugs.
happens.
And I hope your daughter dies.
Watch yourself get my car up.
Stop! Hey! She really
Amidst the chaos, DeShong was also arrested and faces charges.
Man, we gotta go back to that one.
But not before this happens.
And I hope your daughter dies.
Watch yourself get my car up.
Go ahead, hit. Stop! Hey! She really.
Amidst the chaos, DeShong was also arrested and faces charges for obstruction. As for Scott, she's set to face a judge next Monday. It's also a court case Scott commented on when she was arrested.
Oh, I'll die in jail and you'll make sure of it.
Stephen Hernandez, 19 News.
I bet you her big ass still alive. I bet you her big ass still alive. Why she talking about, oh, you'll kill me in jail. No, ma'am, they're not. They're gonna leave you be so that when you get out, I would say that people be after you, but y'all don't even seem like, no. I'm upset about that video. Like, people think they can just go and harm your child and think you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Really? Like, everybody feels that comfortable to go and mess with somebody else's child, and you feel comfortable enough to know that ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Nothing at all is going to happen to you whatsoever. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's move on. The former Memphis officers are on trial for the murder of Tyree Nichols. Now, right now, it's just 3 of them. I don't know why the other ones is not going up for trial just yet. I don't know if they ever will. I'm sure they will, but I hope, because I ain't sure about nothing. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. The trial just started today, y'all. Or was it last week? Let's see. Oh, no, it started today. Okay, 4 days ago, the jury for the trial was selected 4 days ago. So today was the day that the trial started. The mom spoke. The mom did speak. We do not have the whole footage. I have the whole footage of her speaking. But I'm going to see. I'm going to see if this is going to be something that I'm going to cover. I don't want to sit here and say yes. I'm going to cover this trial because this story really bothered me. Excuse me. And it bothered me the most because every time I would play the video, I think I covered it for maybe a good 5-6 days, week, 2 weeks. And every time I would play it, they would black out my video on Facebook. Like, you'll still be able to see it, but if you don't know how this works, you would have just scrolled right on past. And I put too much into my videos for anybody to just scroll right on past. So I was like, I'm just not going to cover it no more. But yes, I did. You can see some of the videos if you go to YouTube. I did a lot of videos on Tyree Nichols because this just blew my mind and it blew me away that our own kind would do something like this to somebody that they don't even really know. So here we go.
Trial begins today for 3 former Memphis police officers accused in the beating death of Tyree Nichols. Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith have all pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder charges. Police video of Nichols' beating after a 2023 traffic stop sparked protests across the country and increased calls for police reform in the U.S. And you're looking at a live picture right now of the judge giving instructions to attorneys on both sides before they start opening statements. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer. So, Brian, what are you watching for as opening statements get started today?
I just want to see what these 3 defense attorneys are going to put out there. Now, you highlighted that this is a state trial because the federal cases have already come and gone. The sentencing hasn't happened as yet. It's going to happen on the state case. But we only have 3 defendants who are on trial right now, Haley, Smith, and Bean. Martin and Mills, from our understanding from the defense, their defense attorneys, they at some point will change their plea from not guilty to guilty. So is Haley, Smith, and Bean going to point the finger at Martin and Mills? Is that the defense here? And of course, we saw a mixed bag of results from the federal case. So are we going to have the same thing here as well?
The trial's taking place in Memphis, but the jury was taken from Hamilton County on the other side of the state. Why seat an out-of-town jury here, and how do you think that could impact things?
So the why is that the defense made a very strong argument, I think one that everyone can kind of understand, that no jury in this community would have seen that video and been able to give the defendants a fair and impartial trial. And so they sought the advice of both the defense and the prosecution and the judge to find an area where they can find what they believe to be a fair and impartial jury, and they've seated one today, and that's why they're beginning opening statements. Do I think it'll have an impact on the case? Yes, to some degree. As you pointed out in the opening, this case affected the entire country and probably even beyond that as well. So I think it alleviates some of the issues, but still people are going to know this case and have a deep impact of it.
Brian, all 3 men have already been found guilty of obstruction charges in the federal trial. So how is this state trial expected to be different from that one? And can the results of the federal trial impact the state trial?
So it will be different in the sense of it is the same action that they're accused of committing, the death of or the violation of civil rights, but there are different charges as well as different elements to those charges when you compare the federal case from the state case. Here in the state case, we're talking about a second-degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated assault. Those have different elements and different standards by which the case would have to be proven. And when it comes to the federal case, it's not supposed to affect the state case. That's why you go through jury selection. That's why jurors are told to not listen to what they hear in the media, the news, and other previous cases, but to solely focus on the evidence presented to them in this case. So legally, it shouldn't affect, but people are people, and there could be some spillover into the state case.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. Tina, hey, Tina. Tina said, hello, everyone. I'm still pissed off about this trial. All them brothers need life in prison. And there were 5 of them. It was 5 of them. And it was maybe 1 or 2 white people. I think it was just 1 or Hispanic. But we didn't find out about him until later on. Like, they plastered the black officers, and they was actually part of the Scorpion unit. And I think that's they have dismissed the Scorpion unit now. I don't think they have that anymore in Memphis. The Scorpion unit officers, they can do what they want to do. Basically, if you go on the Peachy Tea Time on YouTube, type in Tyree Nichols on Peachy Tea Time, you'll see all the videos that I did. Some of those videos I talked about the Scorpion unit and how they were horrible, horrible people. Even some that was us. As you can see, all 5 of them was us. And I do mean by the color of their skin. But they wasn't nothing like me. Nothing like me. But they literally purposely go out just to harm people. To harm them. It was crazy. So y'all please go and see if y'all can find them videos. Because I'm telling you, those was deep. Because I dug down deep into the Tyree Nichols. And then some of the shows that I was doing, it would start acting crazy and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm done. So that's how that ended up turning out. But y'all want to hear what the mama got to say? The mama looked like she done lost some weight, y'all. Like she really, 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 been going through this. Like this was horrible. Like this was very, very, very horrible, y'all, when this happened. Remember, y'all know I don't too much care for that man. But what was his name? Ben Crump. Remember Ben Crump? What in the world? Okay, that's the wrong video. This is the wrong video that I got up. Remove that from the screen. Stop sharing it. I'm like, why is this lady up here? We supposed to be saying the mama. Okay. So the mama went on the stand today. Now, if y'all want me to cover it, I will cover it. Because it did start today. It will be hard for me to actually listen and cover every single part of it. Because y'all know I am working right now. But if y'all want, wait, who over there laughing at me, y'all? But I'm telling the truth. What? He said TMI. Anyways, I will cover it if y'all want me to. She said I would too. That was her youngest child. Girl, I'm telling you, I'd be the skinniest thing walking right now. But it was so very sad. They all need life and get beat down when they get there. Oh, you best believe, Belinda, that them folks coming after them. They are coming after them. Because you got to understand, this was the Scorpion unit. So half them folks that's in prison and in jail right now in Memphis, because this took place in Memphis. So half them folks, you best believe one of them have ran across one of the folks that's locked up. And they probably just waiting on them. Just waiting on them. You best believe they are waiting on them. Okay? So let's go ahead and share this video, y'all. Please share this video. Go on ahead and go share now. Share your video. Okay? Because people need to be seeing these stories. They really, really do. They really need to be seeing these stories. So here we go. This is the mother of Tyree. I think the last time we saw her, she was standing side by side with Ben Crump. So here we go.
First at 5 on your news leader, the mother of Tyree Nichols testifying for the first time about the beating death of her son, allegedly at the hands of former Memphis police officers. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Gripping testimony today from Rovon Wells as she saw her son's injuries for the first time. All of this playing out at the Criminal Justice Center as the first day of trial got underway today for Darius Bean, Justin Smith, and Demetrius Haley. WRG's April Thompson is live at the courthouse covering the case. April, is Tyree's mother still on the stand?
2 years after her son's
death. Rovon Wells.
Well, Stephanie Gregg, they came back from a break and Rovon Wells was finished testifying. No one had any other questions for her, and the judge decided they would call it a wrap for today. But what Rovon Wells said showed the emotion involved in this case. Tyree's mother talked about how police told her son was being aggressive, and they asked if he was a drinker. She says none of it added up and sounded like Tyree. Then, when she finally saw him in the hospital, she was stunned.
I walked into the room and I saw my son. I immediately went over to him and I fell out on him because my son was beaten to a pulp. His head was the size of a watermelon. His nose was broken. His neck was split open from the swelling. He was bruised from head to toe. It was like they beat the out of him. That's what they did. They beat the out of my son and left him for dead.
We finna go back. We finna go back. We finna go back. We're gonna hear this again. This is what this mother had.
I walked into the room and I saw my son. I immediately went over to him and I fell out on him because my son was beaten to a pulp. His head was the size of a watermelon. His nose was broken. His neck was split open from the swelling. He was bruised from head to toe. It was like they beat the out of him. That's what they did. They beat the out of my son and left him for dead.
Rovon Wells there on the stand for less than an hour as she was questioned by prosecutors. Defense attorneys, none of them had any questions for her. And the judge said because of the lateness of the hour, they would go ahead and call it a wrap for today. So he let the jury go and court ended because they say the next witness that they plan to call tomorrow morning will be someone who will be on the stand for a very long time. No word exactly who that is, but we're hearing it may be one of the other officers testifying against these three. Of course, we will be here in court with the very latest to bring you right here live. Reporting live for your news leader in downtown Memphis, April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, y'all. So yes, I am going to cover this story. I'm going to cover it. My mind is made up. I'm going to try my best to do a great job at this, y'all. That's all I can say. I mean, I've been so tired now. I got events coming up. Summertime on its way. So we got a lot going on with Peachy Tea Time Foundation. Y'all do know that Peachy Tea Time is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Okay? Peachy Tea Time is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So when I tell y'all, it's a lot that be going on in the summertime with Peachy Tea Time. But I am definitely interested in this story. I'm going to try my best to cover it. I'm going to try my best, y'all. That's all I can say. I'm going to try my best. Now, I want to get back to this comment from Tina, because I was about to elaborate on this, and then I saw her comment. She said, this just not going to keep hurting our kids. They're not just going to keep hurting our kids. I'm just saying. I'm not going to let them hurt my loves and get away with it. This story right here was a story that went nationwide. Tyree was a skateboarder. I remember that. And I remember them saying that he was just an all-around guy. And then I remember the rumors started. You know, rumors got to get started. It just wouldn't be right in our community. And others too, but in our community, if rumors didn't get started. And I remember they saying that he was supposed to be messing around with one of the officer's girl, or the officer was messing around with his girl. However way it wasn't true. We came to find out that wasn't true. Some people still believe it was. But here on PGT Time, we just gonna say that it wasn't true. Because why? We don't care. I can care less. If he was messing around or the other guy was messing around, you did what you did. It had no cause at all. They lied. We end up seeing the footages. I played the footages on the PGT Time. I can't do it no more. They won't allow me to. But I play all of that, y'all. So you got to go back and see it. It was horrible. Horrible. How they did Tyree. Somebody sending me a message. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Like, this was horrible. The nerve of these black men. All 5 and 6 and 7 of them. I know. I think I got up to maybe 10. That was all involved. But only certain ones did the beating. But there was other ones out there that didn't move fast enough to get this boy help. Now I'm gonna watch this because I want to see who testifying against them and what they gonna say. But you can go, or you can get less time. Even the ambulance people, EMTs, even they got in trouble. One of them was over there smoking a cigarette. I'm so glad I don't smoke cigarettes no more. But they were so fucking lazy. Just lazy. They gotta smoke a cigarette first before they go help Tyree. And he was right down the street from his mama's house. And this is stuff that I'm just coming off the top of my head, y'all, that I remember from way back then when it happened. They literally walked, if I'm not mistaken, they walked down to the mama house and knocked on her door. The nerve of you. The nerve. And I think mama said that Tyree didn't even drink. None of that. And they try to say he had been drinking. Like, y'all just gonna sit there and lie so y'all can kill somebody? Y'all that angry with yourselves? Because that's all it is. My mother-in-law taught me that a long time ago. When people is unhappy with themselves, ain't no telling what them folks gonna do, y'all. Ain't no telling what they gonna say, and ain't no telling what they gonna do. The black cops ain't no better than the white cops. You better say it. Like, sometimes I think black officers, and y'all know I'm far from racist. I am not racist at all. But sometimes I think black officers sit there amongst each other and be like, before they become officers. Before. Not all of them. Excuse me, y'all, hold on. Not all of them. Just some of them. Quite a few of them. Maybe majority of them. But they sit there with their families and friends and be like, I'm finna become an officer. You finna be the officer, finna be the PO, the cop. Don't worry about it. I got you. But remember when Lil Thug goddamn thought he could just come up to me and just say whatever he wants to say? Oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm going ahead and take this test right quick. Go ahead. Got him. And ain't nothing nobody gonna do about it. You think? Just like Jay-Z said, baby, I don't care if you the president. I don't care if you is a high-profile celebrity. I don't care if you a teacher. I don't care if you is a boss. Guess what? You still, I'm going to say it the nice way, different from Jay-Z. You still black. But Jay-Z said you still a ninja. That's what Jay-Z said. But he said the real way. So while y'all Scorpion unit in Memphis, Tennessee, baby, while they putting y'all off in the Scorpion unit, y'all, us, y'all, put y'all in the Scorpion unit so y'all can just tear into black people. Trust and believe me, you still a ninja too. They would tear you down quick, fast, and in a hurry. Why everybody ain't getting charged? Why everybody pictures ain't being plastered all over? Baby. Look, Belinda said, show you right. Show you right. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that. I'm just calling it like it is from what I see it. They put y'all in this unit because they know y'all crazy. They know y'all will do anything. And probably give you a little bonus. A little change. But y'all be the main ones. Y'all the main ones talking about, oh, they don't pay me enough. They don't pay me enough. So, since they don't pay you enough, you go out here to these drug dealers and stuff and make them pay you. To keep shit on the hush-hush. But you also going to go tear down some people that they may not even like. Pay you an extra $1,000. Go on ahead and lock him up right quick. Man, we know how the gang goes. We know how the gang goes. We done seen American Gangster. Baby, Denzel taught us a lot. American Gangster. What's the other one? What's the other movie with Denzel Washington when he was the gangster? Baby. What's the other movie? Denzel Washington. And that white dude. My favorite. One of my favorite movies. Yes, when he was the police. Crooked police, may I add. But you can't say the real word, but I can. Black damn ninjas. Let me hurry up, pull her down. Let me pull her down. Let me pull her down. Pull her down. What'd you say it was? Oh, I thought he was Training Day. That was a Training Day. See, all we gotta do is watch Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, he put us on game. He put us on game, baby. He letting us know how it goes. All right, y'all. I done said enough about that. We done blocked my video. We done blocked my video. All right, y'all. We down to our last two clips for the night. I enjoyed y'all so much tonight. I really, really did. But let's get into this. There was a ex-deputy in Charleston, and she was driving recklessly, running red lights, all that crap, and she ended up running into a family of three. To me, they look like three different generations. But all three of the black ladies, they succumbed to their injuries in this car crash. And this happened 3 years ago, y'all. 3 years ago, The lady, the deputy that committed this tragedy, I don't even know what word could describe this. I'm just using tragedy. Was out for 3 years, kicking it. Going from place to place to place, doing what it is that she wants to do. She just got sentenced. She was found guilty. 3 years later, she ends up getting sentenced, y'all. And y'all gotta see this. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Higdon. A former Charleston County deputy will spend 3 years behind bars after a jury found her guilty of triple reckless homicide.
Did y'all hear that? Just in case, for the ones in the back, for the ones all the way in the back, they'll run that back.
A former Charleston County deputy will spend 3 years behind bars
3
after
years.
a jury found her guilty of triple reckless homicide. Emily Pelletier spent the past week on trial for the 2022 deaths of Stephanie Dantzler and her daughters Shanice and Miranda Dantzler Williams. The 3 women died on scene after Pelletier's CCSO cruiser crashed into their car on Highway 17. Our Melissa Rademacher watched this trial play out and the victims' families' reaction to the conclusion.
Guilty on all 3 counts of reckless homicide. One of Pelletier's family members collapsing in court with the delivery of that news. The Dantzler Williams family breathing a sigh of relief. But their relief was short-lived for this verdict 3 years in the making once they learned the sentencing, just 3 years in prison.
Well, today, I think it just is a waste of time. There was no justice served behind this. 3 whole years. We got nothing of it. 3 years, that's not enough time.
Sad job.
Nothing else could have been done about this.
He agreed with the prosecution's main argument. Even a police officer responding to a call has to drive responsibly and with the safety of all others in mind. During closing statements, the prosecution hammered home how Pelletier chose to drive recklessly over and over.
Whether it was missing speed limit signs over and over and over again, or whether it was missing the stop sign, blasting onto Highway 17, and broadsiding Shanice, Miranda, and Stephanie. It all happened so fast because the defendant was driving so fast.
His family remains frustrated with the judge's decision. Pelletier will serve 3 years in prison before 2 years probation and going home. The victim's family saying that's 1 year in prison for each life lost when it took 3 years to get to this trial in the first place. In downtown Charleston, Melissa Rademacher, Live 5 News.
Baby, if that ain't no slap in the face, they might as well laughed. The judge might as well have said his whatever he had to say and laughed. He might as well say, put the camera on my face, y'all, while I say this. That's what he should have did. He should have said, put the camera on my face. Because I got something I got to say. Or he could even say, I'm pranking y'all. They waited 3 years for you to give her 3 years. Every year y'all thought of, okay, we'll give her a year for this person. Then next year, we'll give her a year for this person. And then the next year, we'll give her a year for this person. That's 3 years. And she been out. And she been out. The 3 years. Well, we all know the criminal justice system is crooked, allegedly. That's okay. Whatever she saw, she will reap. Know what she did? Because she was the driver. That's sad. They said she was running lights and everything, y'all. Everything. Hey, cousin Faye, you caught one of my lives. Hey, I love you. She says, sue the city, the state, everything. Since she was driving her CCS cruiser, work vehicle. Oh, they need to get paid. Since y'all want to sit here and play in our face, because that's what they did. They played in the face. They gave him 3 years. Gave her 3 years. And made the family wait 3 years. I know that family want to burn some. Jesus, I can't condone violence over here on PGT Time. I just can't. And I mean that. I do not condone violence over here at PGT Time. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not even gonna say, but baby, I ain't gonna even say that. I will say that. You reap what you sow. And baby, I'm sowing good seeds over here at PGT Time, baby. So ain't nothing but good coming my way. But you reap what you sow when you do them bad things. In Charleston, I could say this. In Charleston, that's a sundown redneck town. That's what our N means. And that's coming from Tina, not from Miss Peachy. I met some very, very nice people on Saturday. Hey, Miss Dawn, if you're still watching. Hey, Miss Dawn was so sweet. She was so sweet. She was so nice. Gave me a hug. Thanked me for all that I was doing and everything. Very nice lady. So when we talk about stories and stuff like this, we ain't talking about Miss Dawn now. We talking about the crooked ones. Just like we talk about my own kind too. We talk about everybody over here at PGT Time. Because over here at PGT Time, we don't see color. We see crime. We see criminals. We see demon seeds. That's what we see. Oh, Tina said that's what I'm talking about. Look, I just put it up there. I didn't even read it. She said that's what I'm talking about. Baby, we down to our last clip, baby, and I had to show you this. I literally found this at the last minute before PGT Time started. And I said, I gotta play this. Now, I want y'all to, if you are watching me on Roku TV, because yes, we are live on Roku TV, or if you're watching me on YouTube on your television, we are live on YouTube on your TV. I want you to use your phone and screenshot. Take a picture of this picture right here on my screen, where it says Hunting Justice, the cases we couldn't solve. And this is the wrong video. Still, I want y'all to find that. Okay? This is the video that I want. That's the one I want y'all to find. Okay, I repeat. That's the video I want y'all to find. But I want to show y'all a different one. Because this one was long. I want to show y'all the short version of it. Oh, where did it go? I had it. Hunting. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I had it up here and then I saved this because I want to watch this and I want y'all to watch it too. Oh. I'm telling y'all, I had it. I had it. Hold on. When did that? That was 3 days ago. Give me a second. Let me go to their page. Let me go to their page. I'm finna find it for y'all. You know, we have to watch these things. Oh, here it is right here. I told you I was gonna find it. Okay, this is the teaser.
Torn apart.
Okay, this is the teaser. And then the one that I showed y'all, that's the one I want y'all to go and watch. So all you have to do is type in Haunting Justice. Haunting Justice. And then the other one was Haunting Justice, the cases we couldn't solve. And it's 21 minutes long. So I'm going to watch it after the show. But this was the teaser for it. And I said, I got to show y'all. So here we go.
Far too many families in Memphis. It's also haunted those investigating it.
You know, some cases have never been solved, and it's continued to keep detectives and prosecutors up at night. Our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, digs deeper into 3 cases in an effort to bring the killers to justice and help families find closure.
Some of these cases will keep you up at night.
A young father was found killed in his own home.
I was just out there in disbelief.
A young father shot and killed feet away from his 9-year-old child. It sent shockwaves, numbing the community and those you may not expect, including the Memphis detective still on the case.
It's the character, it's the child that was there, it was the neighborhood that he was in. That's the neighborhood that I used to patrol, and I know a lot of people over there. It does play a part.
We take a look at another cold case. 18 years ago, a woman clocked out of work, never to be seen again.
Investigators say they are concerned about Ricardo's well-being because of their history of domestic violence.
She said, I love you. That was it.
Her family knew something bad had happened when she didn't pick up her 1-year-old from the babysitter. Homicide eventually took over the case, but her body has never been found. A top prosecutor is hoping to change that.
She had been the victim just recently of domestic abuse and was living in a women's shelter, and innocent victim, child.
Her husband was the last person she was seen with. We dig through our archives and uncover an interview with him we've never seen before.
Do you have any leads at all?
And we speak to a former homicide detective about a case he hasn't stopped thinking about these past 10 years. A woman's body found in the back of an abandoned church building.
I later learned that it would be classified as a staged crime scene. I had never seen anything like that.
Doubt, theories, secrets. Her family is pleading for answers.
You can't ever stop thinking about her. She had a great impact on all of us.
You'll hear more from the families and from the investigators. See new evidence in interviews. The 3 stories airing tonight at 6:30 in our investigative special, Haunting Justice, the cases we couldn't solve. Investigating for your news leader, Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
You can catch also the investigative series on our website, WREG.com. Just click on the Investigators tab. You can also watch it on the WREG Plus app and download it on your Apple, Roku, or...
All right, giving them some shine, because y'all need to be watching what's going on in Memphis, not just on here on PEACHY Time. Because some of the stuff I can't even show y'all because so much going on. So much going on that it's hard to just keep up with everything. But I'm telling y'all, until we start showing up in numbers, again, until we start showing up in numbers and not be so afraid, that's when things gonna get done. And I'm talking about, we need to show up from everywhere. Like they did the Million Man March. And all the men came from everywhere. They looked like ants. It was so many of them. We need to start doing the same thing. Memphis is in trouble. Places in Michigan is in trouble. I pray for my city. Saginaw, Michigan. I pray for them. I pray for here in Georgia, Houston, Chicago, New Orleans, Like, we need to start showing up in numbers. How in the hell? And I'm glad they did. Don't get it twisted. Please don't take what I'm finna say the wrong way. Because I'm glad each and every time they find somebody's body. But how in the hell Detroit done found London Thomas, within 3 weeks, and here Naziah Harris still ain't found. Zion Foster still ain't found. I'm glad y'all found London. I'm glad, what's the other good little girl name? I forgot her name. I've been covering her too. Sorry, I got a little message from Fiverr. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. But yeah, like, this is crazy. I pray. I just pray. Y'all pray. We all need to pray. And we all need to start showing up in numbers. That's what we need to do. So with that being said, that is the last, y'all. That is the last of the show. But I want to play something for you guys. So some of y'all knew, or some of y'all didn't know. And whoever's watching live right now, you are about to get an exclusive. Yes, an exclusive. I thought I sent it to myself. I guess I didn't send it to myself. That's all right. I'm finna go find it. But yes, y'all are about to get an exclusive tonight. I said, let me go on ahead and just play it. And I'm just gonna play one. So for those that was not aware, I make tribute videos for every family that comes on to Peach Tea Time. And I know y'all see me looking everywhere because I'm doing other things behind the scene on the computer. So what in the world? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see something. Okay, I don't know. Let me go this other way into it. There's another way I can go to get to it. I need to download it to my computer anyways. But for those that don't know, I make tribute videos. I make tribute videos for people on the show. I make tribute videos for people for funerals and stuff like that. Okay. I also make just regular videos for birthdays, parties, all that, because I do my own editing here on PGT Tech. So the guy that did the PGT Time song, my intro, I found him on a website called Fiverr. I found him on there. Fiverr is a website. Y'all know I don't try to hide nothing from nobody. We all need to try to get in. But Fiverr is a website that you can go on and whatever you need, they got you. Okay? Whatever you need, they got you. So I ended up, let me download it. I ended up getting 2 tribute video songs made. Yes, 2 tribute video songs made, y'all. I'm very excited about the videos. I think you guys are going to love them. I absolutely love both of them. So I'm gonna play just one of them tonight. That's why I say it's an exclusive. It's an exclusive. You will hear the full version. So I'm just gonna play some of it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but you will hear the full version of it on Wednesday. Wednesday when we have our family, which is the young lady. I think y'all remember this. If you don't worry about it, because I'm finna show you. I'm about to show you of the grandbaby. The daddy killed the grandbaby, his grandchild. me see. Kid, granddaughter. Wife charged. Because the wife got charged too. Let's see if I can find it right quick. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking. What was that baby name? Oh, that was Jada. She was 5 years old. Grandfather. Bishop. Yep, here it is right here, y'all. I found it. So this is what our show will be about on Wednesday. This Wednesday. Okay? This Wednesday. We are going to play this one, and you're going to see this video again on Wednesday. Now, we will have the mother. The mother will be on. The grandfather's daughter. The grandfather's daughter will be on the show on Wednesday to talk to us about what she know that occurred. So here we go. This is the video for it. One of the videos.
Prosecutors saying in court that the physical abuse that ultimately led to the little girl's death began at least 2.5 months ago, shortly after she moved in with them for what was supposed to be a temporary arrangement to allow her mother to improve her living situation back in Georgia. A 5-year-old girl killed at the hands of her grandfather and his wife. That is what Cook County prosecutors said happened Friday night at this Park Forest home shortly before 11 p.m. when 62-year-old Clint Elwoods dialed 911 and told the dispatcher, and quote, "I was beating my little granddaughter and now she is out of it." Identified as 5-year-old Jada Moore, prosecutors say the little girl was found by police laying naked on a couch in the living room. She was rushed to a local hospital and then airlifted to Comer Children's Hospital, where she died Saturday.
After about maybe 10 seconds of them being inside, the paramedics come rushing out with a little girl who appeared to be completely limp. I had never seen her, but I knew he had a grandchild, so I wasn't surprised to see a child there because I knew he had one.
Following the discovery, police placed both Elwoods and his wife, 57-year-old Lisa Jones, in custody. The couple say investigators had taken custody of the girl on April the 5th to give her mother, who lives in Georgia, time to improve her situation there. Prosecutors say a post-arrest confession provided by Jones indicates the beating started about a month later, apparently provoked by several instances of the girl soiling herself, each one documented on a calendar found inside the home. Joyce Miller is a longtime friend of Clint Elwoods who came to court today wanting to hear firsthand what happened.
It's sad. It's sad to see anyone go through a trial and tribulation, especially when it's regarding a baby.
Now, because they are both charged with first-degree murder and are facing a life sentence, the judge today ordered both of them held without bond. Their next court date is set for August the 2nd.
Watch.
All right, y'all. So the daughter will be on this Wednesday. This Wednesday, I've been talking to her. She is still hurt, as she should. She told me a lot of things. But I'm just gonna wait and let her tell y'all on Wednesday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna spoil it. So, but what I am gonna spoil is this video, this song. So I'm gonna start with this one. I hope this is the right one that he redid. Oh, see, it was gonna be the wrong one. Let me see. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, this is it. Hold on. Okay, this is the one I want y'all to hear. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I pull it up. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. Okay, now y'all should be able to hear it when I play it. This one is called See Your Face Again. And like I said, I ain't gonna play all of it. Here we go. I hope y'all like it. He cut the music down on this one. Beginning.
We had our memories. We had our time together. It's hard that I can't see you now. See you face to face. But I know you in the sky looking down. But it's still hard to take. That you're not here physically. Yeah, it gets emotional sometimes. Yeah, it gets hard because you're not here and you're gone away. Up in the sky somewhere. I hope we meet again. I hope I see my love again. Yeah, it gets so difficult to know you're not here. And oftentimes I cry to sleep in tears. But I hope I'll be up there one day. To see your face again. I know you're in a better place.
All right. That's one of them. Like I said, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. That's the one he cut down. And then this one is the other one that I like. It's still, yep, it's still up there. Like I'm play some of it.
Ever since you were taken away from us, I've been shedding tears, having sleepless nights, wishing you were still here. Feel like I lost a world when I lost you. Feel like I couldn't go another day without seeing your smile. Yeah, I swear it's hard missing you every day. So unfair. I feel this way. Yeah, I wish I didn't lose you. Asking God for strength each day to make it through the season. Can't stop these tears from.
All right. So that was just a snippet of both of the. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Both of the tribute videos that we will be using from here on out for the show. We will get more. We will definitely get more in the future. And even if y'all wanna, if you know somebody that can sign their ass off all that, and they like to make music and they would like to make a tribute song, tell them to hit me up. Tell them to hit me up. We'll come up with a plan and see what we can do. That's all I'm gonna say. See what we can do. Um, Using mainstream music and also using some independent artist music, I get hit with a copyright strike. So I'm trying to avoid that on YouTube. So I have to go and find people that can actually make original music. And so that's what I did. Found somebody that make original music. So again, if you are that somebody or you know somebody, hey, you can be singing on PGT time. Yes, you. You can be singing. I ain't even like that. Just as long as you sing. Shoot. As long as you sing. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for joining us tonight. I will see y'all on Wednesday. Yes, I will see y'all on Wednesday. Do we have a... Yes, we got a flyer for Wednesday, and I didn't have it up. Let me get that flyer right quick. For our Wednesday show so y'all can see it. The little girl was absolutely gorgeous, y'all. Such a beautiful little girl. Her baby pictures was even cuter. Just cute. Just so cute. So here she is right here. This is the flyer. I will be setting the stream, I guess tonight. I thought I had set the stream already, but I didn't. So I'll be setting the stream tonight. I wanted to do. I'm trying to show y'all here it is. Here she is. Ain't she so cute, y'all? She's the cutest little thing. Take this stuff down. That's her mama. That's her mother. This took place in Chicago. This is Jada. Jada, 5 years old, and she was murdered. And she is her mother's Barbie princess. Barbie princess. So, y'all make sure y'all come back this Wednesday, April 30th. Her mother, Diamond Black, will be live on Peachy Tea Time. All right, y'all. We out of here. I love you guys. We're going to end with the tribute video. Yes, we will be ending with the tribute video for our 2-week spotlight. Our Peachy loved one. Rest in peace to Virginia Ortiz, Amia Nelson, and Willie Nelson Jr. And again, you guys can go and see the full story with her family and friends on Peachy Tea Time, and you can see them on YouTube and Roku TV. Or you can scroll all the way down Facebook until you find it. All right. But this was a story that brought us all to tears. They were killed in their home. A fire broke out. The family thinks that it was arson. I think if you go back and watch it, you'll see if the police said it was arson too. I think they did say it was arson. But the family believes that they know who did it. And that person's still walking free. No one has been charged in this family's death. Here we go. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.
Pictures of smiling faces that used to have a home. Now they sit in the vacant. What tomorrow never comes. I lost my peace when you crossed my mind. Never realizing how close it was to the time. Haven't gained an angel, haven't gained another angel. And all I have are these memories. All I have are these memories. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know haven't gained an angel, and all I have are these memories. If I had one wish, I'd use it just to see you again, just to spend one more day with you. I'd give you every second, sitting on the porch just to hear your voice, watching the sunset, hoping when I get to heaven you'd remember just like it was yesterday. But the truth is right now we parted ways. Haven't gained another angel. Haven't gained an angel. And all I have are these If I could get just one more chance, all I have are these memories, just to hear you laugh. If I know you're better, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven gave an angel. I know. And all I have are these memories, Heaven gave an angel. Heaven gave another angel. I know it have to be. And all I have are these memories, All I have are these memories, Take with me. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven gave an angel, and all I have are these memories.